EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Cousins almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
All right,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of a field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. Hey, 382, Liz Simpson.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Where's your hot?
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lucky 48.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, now here we go. Where's your hot?
Play action now. Cousins. Dancing to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56.
On second down, here's Rosen. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now out comes Minnesota. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand out.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
All right, now here we go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Black, black. Wide.
Cousins now from the 50. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. 20! Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Rosen looking to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Rosen on first down. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Miller on the catch over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Go ahead, go ahead. Yellow, yellow. Reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
They start the drive with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going deep this time for Miller. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Bears on third. 45 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance, because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throwing, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Listen to me. Black.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Cousins. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Hey, we're good.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. So now it's Rosen looking. On the right side, this is Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To throw is Cousins. Room to run inside the 40. And Cook has it left side. And finally taken down at the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go.
Play fake. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Rosen on 1st and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Hot! Hot!
To throw is Rosen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Play action here with Rosen. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Now Rosen on 1st down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, and can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On second down, Rosen. He leaves this one for Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone, gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Watch got you now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. Parkey's kick is good. And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
black, E2. Go ahead, go ahead. Black, black, E2. Black, black.
They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Black, black. Wide, wide.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last